Hello, this is Dean Takahashi at VentureBeat. I'm here with John Vecchi from PopCap Games. Hi, John.
Hey, Dean.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
And we're going to talk about three-handed gaming here, I guess, or maybe at least two-handed, but multiplayer gaming with the iPad, the Apple iPad here. And this is John's company's game, Plants vs. Zombies for the iPad. So tell us a little bit about this.
Well, Plants vs. Zombies is a game where the two natural enemies, plants and zombies, fight it off. So the zombies are coming at you, and your job is to plant plants to help slow down the waves of zombies coming to get you and eat your brains.
And this was a smash hit for you guys on the PC at first, and now you've brought it to more platforms, and now you've brought it to the iPad.
Yep, it did extremely well on the PC, and then it was one of the fastest selling games on the iPhone in the first week. And then we had it on day of launch of the iPad because what could be better than Plants vs. Zombies with much higher def, much better graphics, and just a great big pretty screen.
As a developer, then you kind of love this platform, then I guess.
I think
for gaming.
Yeah, I think this is one of the coolest gaming devices that probably has come out. I mean, it's going to be really neat to see what cool things people do for it.
So I went with my kids on a cruise to Mexico, and I took no cell phone, I took no computer. I did take the iPad, and I sort of got away with that. And the kids just played this Plants vs. Zombies all the way through, and it was interesting that they didn't do it one at a time. They played it together, and so it's really this is a multi-touch screen. You can get 10 fingers on it, and let's do a little of that.
Okay.
Right now. Okay. Here we've got a game going in survival mode, and I'm gonna use my finger to get the suns, and you're gonna manage the rest of the game here. The suns give us energy so we can spend on more plants.
What's amazing is about this that I didn't really realize this until I really played with multi-fingers is how
The football players. He's causing trouble.
I watch my little cousins play it all the time, and they'll sit in front of the keyboard and say, "Oh, you should do that. You should do this." And what's really cool about this though is how they can actually all play at the same time. So I can't wait to actually give them, let them borrow my iPad and have them say, "Hey, sit them down," and instead of watching them or spending time with my cousins, just let them let the little kids play games.
Yeah. Who would have thought that something like this? If you simply do something like make a bigger screen, you introduce a very new kind of gaming, I guess. Something that you couldn't do before with a DS or with a PlayStation Portable, whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I think what's going to be an interesting thing is also sort of LAN gaming is that you could take, you and your 5 friends could take your iPads over much easier than a computer and basically
play Wi-Fi
different games to play on the Wi-Fi. So you're all talking and you're all going through and doing things, which, again, I think this is sort of a new thing for that. And for the record, if any Plants vs. Zombies aficionados are watching this video, we just chose these plants randomly.
Yeah, we're not power players like my kids are. At least I'm not.
What's really fun is we actually did a mode in the game called Butter Popcorn mode, so you can use all 11 fingers. And I think we should actually think about if and when we do updates, do a mode that really encourages multiple people doing different things.
Yeah, are you thinking about actually doing some games where you have, say, half the screen is one player's side and the other half is the other player's side, or is there a different way to do multiplayer here?
Right now, we're still experimenting with trying to figure out what's the right thing for the games that we have, not necessarily like really delve into it. So it's like taking Bejeweled, taking other games and really making them really great. And I think at that point then we're going to start playing around more with, all right, what are some really cool ways we can really push the device? I mean, I think there's a huge realm for a lot of cool stuff in doing Wi-Fi that we just, the iPhone doesn't quite have necessarily.
So as a portable device, how much of a winner do you think this is? There's lots of other tablets coming. There's the DS, there's the PSP. Where do you think it sort of fits as a game device, I guess?
I think as a game device, it's actually going to be pretty successful and fits pretty high up. I mean, I think as there become better games out there, I will I already forget to take my DS places because I have an iPhone, but I think as this becomes more popular, it's so easy to carry around that I could see myself even foregoing. That was the most effective cherry bomb ever. I could see myself foregoing a device altogether for this. I mean, the battery life's amazing. Like, we played Plants vs. Zombies in the plane on the iPad for 3.5 or 4 hours, and it was less than 25% of the battery was gone, and that's just amazing.
Oh, we got it done. Yeah, I like the picking up the suns part is quite simple for me, and for my youngest kid, it was a great task that kept her included in the gameplay.
Yeah, it's amazing how, I mean, this is one of the more cross-generational games we actually have. Oddly enough, it's where it's like, you know, you can play at any age kind of, and a lot of different ages enjoy it. So I like the idea of the iPad because then, yeah, it's, as you said, it's like, you know, a mom and her kid can play it and have fun. Even the kids too. You know, 2-year-old can go and click and really contribute and feel cool. Whereas, you know, not every game can have that.
Look at this arsenal here. This is
I think
we don't have to do anything anymore. This is like just collect suns and watch the zombies die. Very cool. All right, I think that's plenty to make our point. Three-handed gaming is here, I guess, or whatever we want to call this. Multiplayer gaming on the iPad.
Definitely.
Great. Thank you very much,
Thanks, Dave.
John.